visual, got more of a visual, what you call it, you got a visual, what are we going to call this, podcast? That's what we're going to call it. We got like a visual podcast. So, we just gonna talk, just to talk, cause that's fun. We like talking. All right. So, what is going to be today's first subject? Why don't you choose that? What are we gonna call you? We gonna say Jarrell, or we just gonna say JJ Dynasty?
I don't care. Whatever.
All right. So what are we gonna talk about?
That's a good question. Oh shit. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind immediately.
Alright, let's talk about college. Oh my god. Let's talk about college. What do you think about college?
Like, how's college going?
Yeah.
College is
How's college
interesting.
treating you?
College is interesting.
Why is that?
It's way different than high school.
Well, of
I can
course
tell you
it
that
is.
much.
Oh yeah. For sure. Then, way different than high school. Oh my
I feel like I have
god.
more free time
You have more free time in high school or college?
in college.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the exact opposite for me. I have less free time in college.
Because I haven't... The classes I've taken haven't really required me to do much outside of class.
Yeah, I feel you. I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's a whole lot less work, or a lot more work in college than it is in high school.
Well, yeah, of course it's like more work, but like by the time I go to class and then get my work done, it's still shorter than like a full day in high school.
Yeah, I don't know what your schedule's like, but mine's pretty decent. It's not like small. It's like 4.5 classes, I think, and that's pretty small. Honestly, actually, yeah, you're right. That's pretty small. But even then, I had 5, but like, just it was too many. It was too many, like, not enough time for me to get across campus, because I had to go from like Schindler. By the way, we're on UNI's campus. We had to go all the way from Schindler, which is on one side, to what was the other one? To Len. And of course, with the weather, how it's been, I can never get there on time. And I'm not about to be late every day to a class like that. Cause it's just not my style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a problem I have.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm actually still in the process of getting that dropped, actually.
I have a 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I have to go from my dorm all the way to Lang.
Damn.
Yeah, I am frequently late. Because I just be tired and I don't be wanting to hurry up and get up in the morning. And I gotta walk all the way across campus.
Yeah, seriously. It's just like, sometimes it's just a pain. And especially, they don't cancel school as much as they did in high school. Let's talk about that. I was really pissed earlier today. Because fucking, they didn't cancel shit at all. Like, you know, it's just shitty as hell outside. And they're like, oh, let's just still have school. It was like slippery as fuck. What was it, last Tuesday? All they did was push class back. I'm like, okay, once the sidewalks get better, Like, at least send the notifications before 7:45, telling us that we're gonna have late classes. Cause I was already at my class at like 7:30. Cause that was only like the second day of class. I was like, okay, you just ain't gonna tell us. Oh, all right, all right.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't affected by that because my first class wasn't until 9:30, so I didn't have to like get up any earlier or later because of that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, some of it I just completely disagreed with. Anyway, it was, how about, what else should we talk about? We should talk about, here's a good one. What is your favorite high school memory?
I hated high school.
Really? Why'd you hate high school?
Yes.
Why did you?
Like, there was nothing I enjoyed about high school.
What? Why not? Why didn't you enjoy high school?
What was your favorite part of high school?
The teachers. I had a smaller school, so it was a little bit more fun than probably a big high school like yours.
Most of the teachers were cool, but like, I mean, it's not. Cause like high school, it was either really easy or there would be like a class where it was like really hard for me. So like there was no in between. And teacher, it was either the teacher was cool or I hated the teacher, one or the other.
All
Played
right.
sports, hated the coaches.
What? All right. Tell me a story the most. What did you hate most about high school? Tell me a story.
Sports.
Tell me why. You gotta tell me a story behind why you hated sports so much.
My coaches was on some straight bullshit all the time, every year.
Can you give us any
It would always-
stories about it, or like, does it have to stay discreet, or you don't have
No,
to?
it would always be a situation where it's like, it would be like a number of my coaches. They would always look at certain guys. It would seem like they would have predetermined guys of who they would have play on the team. So it was like those guys would have terrible practices. Didn't matter. They still got a jersey. They still got to play. And then the guys that were putting in the most work in practice, they would get a jersey, but then they would just sit for the whole time.
That's how it was for me when I was in basketball. It was like, that's actually why I quit my freshman year. I'm like, I'm not gonna work my ass off to sit on the bench the entire time. You know, there's no point. I'm not having any fun.
I got my jersey taken away from me once.
How did that work out? What happened there?
I was sick and I missed the practice and they took my jersey.
They put someone else in? Did they replace you or something?
Yeah, they took my jersey and gave it to someone else.
That is fucked up. So were you just out the rest of the season, or did you get it back, or what?
I got it back, but it didn't matter because the nigga didn't play. I dressed, I went to the games, I put in work, and I still didn't play. There was one time, this shit really pissed me off. There was one time where my teammate, he got sick, so he couldn't play. And then my teammate called me and he was like, hey bro, coach said if you come to the game, you can get your jersey back and you can play tonight. So I was like, bet. I show up, get my jersey, I don't even play. I was mad as fuck. I said I could have just stayed at home.
Yeah, you didn't even need to do anything. It was fucking stupid.
Pissed me off. Made me come to the game for no reason.
Yeah, it was just some stupid shit. Alright, what did I hate most about high school? I'm gonna have to think back. I don't know. I guess the only reason I hated school is because I wasn't being serious with high school. My freshman year of high school, I did nothing but fuck around. And my sophomore were just fucking nothing important. I just fucked around the entire time. I did not do anything. and it was like all I ever did was make animal noises at the teachers and piss them off, get detentions, and just not really do anything. And it was like, okay, and I would always get pissed at them when they fucking gave me detentions. And then I realized, like, when I was a junior, I'm like, why am I doing this stupid shit? There's no point. I'm not gaining anything. And it was like, okay, well, I could just stop doing all this shit and I'd be fine. And that's what I did my junior year. I just fucking cleaned my act up. And it was like, oh, these teachers aren't as bad as I seem because I actually fucking tried in class instead of just joking around the whole time, you know? I think my biggest maturity was from sophomore year to junior year. Cause I actually tried. Like, a perfect example is Spanish. Like, my sophomore year of high school, I took Spanish 1. I fucking hated Spanish. But you know what? I was always on my phone in that class, and I got it taken away. The teacher took my phone away. And in my school, if you get your phone taken away, it's automatic detention. Fuck that. And I decided to take the phone out of my teacher's drawer while she was outside. She was outside on a phone call. So I had my friend hide it in my locker, or hide it in his locker, so if they came to my room they couldn't tell. But then, just as soon as it's like 07, which is like the second to last period, I asked him, like, hey, just give me my phone back, I'm good. As soon as he opens his locker, hands me the phone, guess who walks by? Guess who walks by?
Was it the teacher?
Yep. It was the fucking teacher. And then she gave me, I got two more detentions, so I had to serve 3 detentions total. And there was really no reason for me to do that. It was just like me being stupid for no reason.
See, like, when I was in high school, I would always find the right teacher. And I would always be like, can I serve? Well, I would always make bargains. I'd be like, hey, if I serve an hour, you erase my 4 hours? And they'd be like, yeah. So that's how I served my detention. I would serve like an hour, and they would take off like 5 hours that I had the detention.
Wait, so how did detentions work in your school?
So like we would get an attention, like games and stuff if we had detention, but we could serve a detention with any teacher. So I'd always go find the coolest teacher and serve it with her, and I would serve like 1/10 of my time, and she would take all of it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, in my school, when you got 6 detentions, you had to do this thing called Tuesday night school, which is like a 3-hour detention, and they made you do it. Like, they would bring you back, like they would be at your last class and wait for you to get out, because they wanted to make sure that you served your Tuesday night school, because it was that important, disciplinary wise.
How long were your detentions?
45 minutes.
Each?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
How long were your detentions?
15.
15 minutes?
Yeah. That's why I just kept getting so many. I stopped caring, and it just like was adding up.
What the fuck? What would you get to the detention for? I can't see you getting in trouble at all. You tend to stick to yourself, you know. That just seems like your personality.
I was late all the time.
Oh, they would give you detention for being late?
Yeah.
We went by a demerit system. If you got 3 demerits, you got a detention. So if I was late to a class, if you missed detention or missed first period, you get an automatic detention.
Yeah, no, I was always late. And then like at my school, we had like a dress code.
Really? You had a dress code?
And Yeah, my ass was always at a dress code.
What? What was your dress code?
We had to wear like a polo and then like some slacks. Like we couldn't wear jeans or sweatpants.
Really?
We couldn't wear a t-shirt. It had to be like a polo or like a dress shirt or a suit. That was all that was okay. Or if it was like a t-shirt with West Side logo on it, we could only wear that on Fridays.
That sounds like ours. We had
It's
to
fucking
wear
stupid.
we had to wear dress shirts with ties, and then we had to wear khakis, navy blue pants, black pants, gray pants, whatever color pant, or we couldn't wear whatever color pants we wanted, but we had to. It was either black, blue, khaki, or up until like April, or up until like probably like I want to say like April, they'd let you wear cargo shorts, and on Fridays we could wear a polo shirt. That was like our t-shirt day, and on Fridays we could wear a polo that had St. Albert on it, which was our high school.
We couldn't wear cargos.
Really?
Nope.
Money?
No.
You've never had any of those?
Nope.
You
That
never
was
wore?
like something that we had that like in middle school, but not in high school.
We had that in high school. That's
Yeah,
So
so
you
you see
had-
why I kept getting detention?
what you just wear sweatpants?
Bro, I would go to school wearing a whole Nike jumpsuit.
You see, that's the thing though. Like if we went out of dress code with ours, they sent us home. They would not let us go to class. Or it was either you called your parents and they brought you a different set of clothes, or they would keep giving you 2 demerits every time you went to a class. So by the end of the day, you'd have 16 demerits, and 16 divided by 3, you would have 8 detentions, right? 6 detentions.
16 divided by 3.
Yeah.
You can't divide 16 by 3.
Fuck. Well, 3 times what is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You'd have 5 detentions by the end of the day if you didn't, get your clothes. That was the whole thing. So it was either get 5 detentions all day and get a Tuesday night school, or it was have your parents bring you a different set of clothes. They were super strict about it.
Leave.
Really? Well, obviously you wouldn't have any classes that you need to take, right? Or anything too important. You would just straight up leave.
I mean, it wouldn't matter. I would just leave.
Yeah, I was a problem child my freshman and sophomore year.
Just like
What would you say would be your worst year of high school?
junior.
Junior year?
Yep.
Why is that?
I have never failed a class, but like junior year, I came very close.
Oh, I failed a class before. I mean, like, not technically. Like, I came close, like, very often to, like, failing a class. But, like, it was never... My mom was always on my ass about shit. Like, how often do you get to play video games during, the school year?
Whenever I want it.
See, I didn't have that. My mom would not let me play video games during the week. That's when... that's when, like, everybody would play. It was during the week, right?
Yeah.
All the sports guys gonna be busy during the week, right? Or not busy. You're busy with any of your sports guys. You had to try to catch them on the weekend. They weren't busy with sports, and that was always not fun. And then I had to, if I really wanted to play a new game, I had to sort of like almost ignore my family just to get some playtime. You know, and that shit's kind of sad. I mean, and a lot of times I wouldn't even play the game because I would just be there with my family, and it'd just be like, why would I be playing my game when I could just sit here and be with my family? But like, really, the problem was like, Mom, why don't you let me play during the week? And she would always say that the boyfriend got to say when I play video games. I'm like, yo, Mom, he's not my dad. You can decide when I play video games during the week. And she would always say, no, you gotta ask Ryan, which is my mom's boyfriend. She's like, no, you gotta ask Ryan. You gotta ask Ryan. I'm like, Mom, no, you don't. What would always happen is they would get mad. My mom's boyfriend would get mad, and my mom would always give in to him. And it was like, seriously, bro? Like, you know, Destiny 2 comes out today, or back when Destiny was still the newest Destiny out, it was like, and they'd be like, no, you gotta wait till the weekend. I'm like, Mom, come on, everybody at school is gonna be playing it. And they were like, nope, you gotta wait till the weekend to play it. And then they would take it away during the weekend if I had like a bad grade to start off with. So you know how when you start the semester, the first grade you get is pretty much what the overall is?
Yeah.
So my overall, I would have like a 2-point assignment, and I would forget to turn it in. So the whole grade would be an F, and she'd be like, nah, you ain't playing until you get your grades up. I'm like, Mom, it's a 2-point assignment, it'll be up tomorrow. And she'd be like, nope, it's Friday, you can't play the PlayStation. I'm like, Mom, are you serious? She'd be like, yeah, nope, you can't play. And then she would take it away the whole weekend until the freaking grade came up, and it would be up by Monday. Or sometimes, you know, the teachers would forget to put in grades, and then I was left responsible for that. It was like, are you serious? It was terrible, because I never got to play with any of my friends during high school. I would have to try to catch them on the weekend.
My mom was chill. She basically told me I could just do whatever as long as I got up in the morning, went to school, and just like wasn't doing bad shit.
Was anything away if you... What was your punishment? What would you get for punishments if you got in trouble? What would your mom do?
I honestly don't know. I've never gotten in trouble.
Really? Your mom's never yelled at you or anything like that?
We've argued. My mom has always treated me like I'm an adult, because I act like one. So like, if it was ever a problem, she would just she'd talk to me about it. She never like if it never got like really bad, because I never like got arrested. I was never hanging out with bad people. If somebody's bad, then I just avoid them.
Yeah, I never hung out with... I take it back. I've hung out with quote-unquote bad people. It's like good people doing bad shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of your friends smoke pot. Like, I could be around pot and be just fine, but I would never even think about smoking it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Were you that cool with it?
How would your mom react to that? If you told her you started smoking pot?
My mom would fucking probably disown me.
Because I've had this conversation with my mom.
Like, it's a joking thing, right?
She brought it up. She was like, if you ever smoke, she was just like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and we just gonna go about our business. And I was like, really? She was like, you're a grown man. I can't stop you from doing it.
Huh. Well, you see, with my what you call it? I'm like, I would always joke around with my mom. I'd be like, I'm gonna major in gender studies. I'm gonna discover that there's more than two genders. You know, like, then she'd be like, you do that, I swear to God. I'm like, all right, bet. You know, I just joke around with her like that, and then it'd just be like, just stupid shit like that.
No,
But
like,
I think I've told you some of the bad things she's done. We can save that for a different podcast, though.
yeah, like for my mom to disown me, I have to be like a fucking serial killer.
So you really ain't never been yelled at?
I've been yelled at.
I mean, like punished. You never been punished before.
Um,
You ain't never crossed the line to where your mom punished you.
not. I've gotten whooped like once
What was that
or
about?
twice.
What was that about?
There was one time I kind of like disappeared, and then I think that's the only time I remember.
Huh. God, that was cool.
There was one time I don't remember what it was for, but like she took the power cord out of my PS3.
Oh yeah, that happened to me constantly.
It didn't matter though
Why?
because I just used the power cord for my PS2.
Was it the same?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that. That's what my mom would go further than that. My mom would be like, all right, my mom would take the power cord, and I get the power cord from my other PS3, and then she like, all right, you gonna add Ryan, which is her boyfriend, on PlayStation Network, and you know, PS3, you couldn't hide if you were offline or not.
Right.
So as soon as I would get on, they would know. Well, I did then. I just, disconnected the internet, and I would play offline. But
See, and then like with my mom, if she had a boyfriend or something, and I didn't like him, she would get rid of him.
really,
Yes. Because like I was like the only thing that mattered.
yeah, I wish that were my case. My mom been with this guy for like 11 years, and he was hell. He was absolute hell to live with. I absolutely just hated living there. I lived there, and it was like, I'm like, just let me go to my grandpa's house. You know, you took me away from him. Like, back in 2010, they took me from my grandpa's and my grandma. And that was, like, the biggest, like, blow to my heart ever. Like, still to this day, the worst thing my mom's done for me is taking my family away from me. And it's like, I realized that, she want to be my mom, but she need to realize that she should have been my mom when I was born instead of dropping me off with my grandparents. So as soon as she did that, it was like, you can't do that to me. And it was just terrible. I hated it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh shit.
I need to change the rules on some of this. This is
Bro,
getting
the
too
whole squad,
insane.
huh?
Yeah, no kidding. Whole squad on there, shit. Yeah, like there's a whole dog out here, and he coming right for you.
Yeah, he killed me. But like, I've always been like close with my family, the immediate family.
Yeah, I'm glad you are though. It's good to know, It's just stupid sometimes.
Cause I
Shit.
have half siblings,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't be able to tell that we're half siblings though.
Like, I wouldn't be able to tell, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you guys are related, or I wouldn't be able to tell that you guys aren't related.
You wouldn't be able to tell that we're not like complete blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's, like, I really never really know what's on my dad's side anymore. I know I have a big ass family on my dad's side. You know, my mom just basically from birth until I was 12, I thought this other guy was my dad. She knew in 2001 who my real dad was, but she didn't tell me until I was 12. And I guess she told the boyfriend, her current boyfriend, that it wasn't his, but he decided to stay with me until like, I want to say like 2008, 2009. He decided to stay my dad, quote unquote. But then he was like, no, like 2009, he was like, oh, I'm done. It's over. It's over. And then he just disappeared. And I haven't talked to him since. And then my mom taught me to think that my dad was a terrible person, did terrible things, and it was like, okay, fine, I don't want to see him. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm 17, 18, and she's like, I want you to see your dad. I'm like, Mom, you've been raising me to not want to see my dad all these years. Why all of a sudden now? And I still don't understand why she kept pushing him on to me. If he doesn't, if he doesn't want to see me, then he don't need to see me.
Right.
And I guess, like, family's always like an important thing for me, but it's just like, you really only want the ones that are going to be there for you in the end.
Exactly. I had this one situation. My sibling's grandfather kind of one day out of the blue decided to act like I no longer existed. So I was like, fuck you. And then so he doesn't exist to me. He's non-existent.
That literally happened to me with my mom's boyfriend's family. One Christmas, they just decided to, like, they decided not to get me anything. And it was before we went over there, because they were talking about, alright, what are you guys going to get for, my brothers Gavin and Caden. Caden isn't related to me at all, but he's like my brother, because we've been in the same situation. And they would ask the grandparents on my mom's boyfriend's side, they'd be like, alright, what are you guys getting them for Christmas? And then apparently the argument got caught up, and it was like we're not giving Devin anything. And for like a year and a half, they did not get to see any of the grandchildren from Ryan's family until they accepted me. And they didn't for like a year and a half. It was a whole Christmas, Thanksgiving that they missed out on, and they missed a whole year and a half. And it was like, you guys can't accept me? Alright, then fuck you guys. But if my mom wouldn't have made Ryan stay away from him, Ryan would have just been right back over there. Because with my side's grandma and grandpa, they always got everybody something, and they got them of the same value. Like, they treated them as if they were their own. Yeah, it was just like, it was some bullshit back then.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Damn, I wonder how long we've been talking. You want to cut it there? Or you want to keep going?
Yeah, I just cut it.
Yeah, alright. You want to hear more talking like this? You want to hear the... This is the first podcast episode of... What are we going to call this? What are we going to call this podcast?
Real shit.
Real shit. Real shit with who?
Yeah,
No.
that's cool.
Alright. Sound good. Like and subscribe for more.